Hey guys, Anthony here, and today we're going to talk about creating a character in Foundry. So the first thing that you're going to want to do when you fire up Foundry is you'll come to the actors directory, which by default it'll be on kind of the chat window over here on the right hand side. You can come over to this little people icon, and that will get you to the actors directory. So your guys's character sheets will all be under PCs in the tavern, and you'll be able to just click on one, and then you could go ahead and edit it as you please. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to actually go under this NPCs one. The process is exactly the same, but the first thing that you're going to do once you've got your character sheet up is you can come to the point buy calculator that I've posted in the Discord as well, and you can kind of figure out what it is that you want to do with your stats. So in this case, I think I'm going to go like this. Yep. And this is what we're going to start with. In fact, let's see if I can do that. Okay. So this is what our starting is going to look like for the character that I have in mind. So we can just kind of keep this in reference, and we'll just transpose that right over. So 10, 8, 10, 10, 8, 10, and then what is it? 15, 15, 13, 15. Of course, if you're in a different campaign, you could roll stats however your DM likes. The process is the same, but in this campaign, we are just doing the point buy system. So once you've got your stats in there, you'll hit the three dots in the upper right corner of your character sheet and click on the import button. That is going to open up the import wizard. The first thing you're going to want to import is the backgrounds here, so you can click open importer. And your guys' filter probably will not be set correctly to start, so you'll come up to filters. You'll make sure that everything is cleared out on all of these, and then the only thing you'll want to have selected is the player's handbook, since that is all that is authorized currently in the campaign. You will be able to pick the background that you want to pick here. So I already know I want to do the stage, but if you did have questions or you wanted to kind of peruse them a little, you could hit that plus, and it would give you more information about that background. So once that's done, you'll hit the import button. We're not doing any customizations in this campaign, so you'll always use the defaults. And then you can pick your languages as well. So let's go with Dwarvish and something a little bit, and Celestial. Okay, that looks pretty good. You can come through here and pick your different personality traits as well. So you can click on them, or you can roll if you like the fun of rolling for it. And we'll just pick a few of these really quick. All right, that looks pretty good. So we'll hit OK. We know our researcher background, so we'll hit OK on that. For starting equipment, we will skip it. Everyone is getting the same starting gold, and we're not doing any starting equipment. So that is our background imported. The next thing that you're going to want to import is your race. So same kind of a deal. You'll click on the races here, open importer, and again, make sure that you have everything cleared except for the player's handbook here, and then you can hit save on that, and it will give you the base classes available to you. In this case, I know that the character I'm going to make is a elf drow, so we're going to select that, and we'll hit import. We do want to apply the racial ability score modifiers, so let's go ahead and hit yes on that, and that has been imported for us. And if we kind of bump over to the character sheet here, we can see now my charisma looks like it got that +1 bump, and my dexterity is now 10 instead of 8, so that is actually looking pretty great there. So that all worked. The last thing that we're going to do is import our class or subclass, and it kind of just follows the same process. Open importer, make sure your filters are set to player's handbook. And then you can go through and pick the class that you would like. In this case, I'm going to do an Abjuration Wizard. So we'll click import on that. We are starting at level 1 now, but that may change. So if you are creating a character that is of a different level, you can just select the boxes up to the level that you want, and you'll hit OK. We're going to take roll. In this case, again, would roll your hit points if you had more than one level, but because we're only making a level 1 character, you always get max hit points at first level. So that won't make a difference for this one, but we'll hit OK on that. Here we can pick a couple more proficiencies for our class, and let's do medicine and investigation. Seems pretty good, and we'll do OK. Again, we're going to skip any kind of a equipment thing. And for a wizard, we do not want to populate the spell book. What this does is it is actually going to import every single spell possible for level 1 in this case. As wizards, you don't know every spell, but if you were a cleric or something like that that did, and you just had to swap your spells out on a long rest, this might be useful to you. But in our case, we're going to go ahead and hit no on that one and close. So what you can do then, since this is a wizard, is you'll come to the spells here, and it'll be the same kind of thing. You'll open the importer, we'll filter, in this case, cantrips in first level, just to make it easy for us, and again, player's handbook. So we'll save that, and let's order them by level. So let's say, we can't remember exactly how many spells that we get. I think you can come to the Wizard's spell book here, and we can see, yes, for first level, I know 3 cantrips. So let's grab Firebolt is a good one. Let's get, I see, hang on, I want only wizard cantrips. So we can come back here, and this is how you can utilize the filters, and let's reduce that more, just in this case for wizards, so we can save that. Yes, okay, that's looking a lot better. Let's say I want Ray of Frost, and Prestidigitation is always a good utility cantrip as well. Now we know from a little bit farther down that in our spell casting, it should tell us at first level we have a spell book that contains 6 first level spells, so we can pick 6 of these, and we'll just grab a few of these really quick just so we can get through this. So identify is a good one. Let's do Witch Bolt is nice, and of course we want Mage Armor, and how many is that we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's do the traditional magic missile. So and once we got our spells in there, we can go ahead and click import, and that is going to fill out our spell book for us quite nicely. So here we can see our innate spells. Cantrips are looking good, as well as our first level spells we can see. From there, basically the last thing you do, and this is only for spellcasters, is make sure that your appropriate number of spells are prepared. So you do that by hitting these little icons just to the left of the edit. So if the icon is selected on, then that means that the spell is prepared for the day. So that's kind of how you manage that. You can also see the total of your prepared spells up here at the top, which is super handy, especially once you start having multiple levels and different things like that. So we won't go into that too much further. You can definitely figure that out. But the last thing that you want to do, come to the inventory as a first level character. Everyone starts out with 150 gold pieces. And now is the time that you can go to that shop. So you can go to the equipment shop here. You will want to do your filters, and on this one, let's do Dungeon Master's Guide and Player's Handbook would be the appropriate filter for this one, just so you can get access to all of the items. So you have 150 gold here. I won't go through the whole process, but we'll just grab a few things here. Let's get a pack. So we can filter for pack, and we want, let's say we want a nice Explorer's pack that has a lot of good stuff in it. So we'll Put that over there. We are also kind of a scholar, so let's say that we want a scholars pack. That gives us some writing utensils and other things that we may need. So we've got those. You could do more shopping later if you like, but for now we'll just go ahead and confirm that. And we can see all of those items are immediately added to our inventory and the appropriate number of gold is reduced. So that is basically the whole process for creating a character, getting all the equipment and stuff that you need in there. Obviously, you can take a lot more time on customization if you like, but that is the process in a nutshell. Hopefully that's helpful to you guys. If you have questions, as always, just reach right out to me on Discord and I will help you as soon as I can. Thank you.